Money, money, money. Welcome back, guys. It's your old pal, Jesse Tyler Ridgway here. I'm gonna just keep this right here. You're in the right place, because today's video, we're talking about how much money did I waste on my series, My Virtual Escape. And I'll tell you right now, it's way too much. This is gonna hurt. For those who don't know what I'm talking about, My Virtual Escape was one of my most popular series, my biggest, most creative work over on my main channel, McJuggernuggets. This series ran from the end of 2017 to mid-2018, on July 4th to be exact. We're coming up on a 2-year anniversary. Also, the 4-year anniversary of Psycho Series, and that's why we did these cost breakdown videos. And thank you for the love on the previous cost breakdown video. That's why we're doing it this one for MVE. This one, guys, it hurts so bad. It hurts bad. The dollars went into virtual reality and they never came back. They toggled the switch on. They're playing on ranked and rip. But you know where you can get money right now? You guys can get money, $5,000 if you guys subscribe to the channel. When we hit 100,000 subs, giving away 5 lucky people $1,000. You guys have been showing so much love. I might slide that number up, especially because we've been growing tremendously. Thank you for all the likes and the comments. And guys, keep sounding off below what kind of financial tips, advice, motivation, whatever you want to hear from me. Let me know and we can make it happen, because you guys are kind of deciding my fate, if you will, for these videos. So how much money was it, Jess? It was like, how much? How much money? But like, how much did you spend? Like how was it? Was it like this much? Was it like this? Dude, that's anytime people talk about money, that's how it is. It's like, so how much you spend on that? Like, what did you? It kind of like trails off, because like you don't want to be like, you don't want to pry too much, and you feel like it's like a little too personal. But like, how much you making now? That's not bad. Yeah, but like, so like, how much did you spend on that? And like, all of a sudden, it's just like there's this like change in dialect where it's like you feel uncomfortable talking about it, but not here. I almost just smacked my laptop really hard. Not on the Jesse Tyler Ridgway channel. This is what we talk about. We're peeling back the layers of the financial system so that way you guys don't make the same financial mistakes that I made with this dang Virtual Escape series. No, it wasn't a waste. Anyway, My Virtual Escape is a 24-episode, highly produced series that actually I took home a Streamy Award for. Best Director, 2018. Right here. Yeah, it's not worth anything. It means absolutely nothing. But it makes me feel better about myself, so I can do these videos. Second series, which we covered last time with the cross breakdown, had 1 billion views and actually made me a tremendous amount of cash and was a great investment. With MVE, it's a different story. Let's jump in. Let's look at the loss, the profit loss. You guys ready? Enjoy it while it lasts. It's the only one you'll get from me, all right? I just want to make money again. It was so much. I don't even like talking about it. It's just like, did you ever lose a lot of money? Because I did. It's right. You guys, you see this phone? This is the breakdown right here. I'm trying to be more professional. I'm just going to hide this so you guys can't see this. But let's look at all the different expenses, shall we? To start off with the same deal as Psycho Series. And we're going to jump into a series. MVE was very produced. I needed the best of the best cameraman. It's Swift. This big ginger kid. Paid him $36,000. Just like Korn had to lock him down for a year, the series would run for 8 months. Also, you'd think we'd, since it's a more produced series, we'd have a much better camera like this one shooting it. No, I don't know. I focused on story. I had my comfort zone. I was already doing too many things at once. So I shot with the same rig, but that rig went for $1,500. So once again, a new series starts, and we're already spending $38,000. You better hope this series pays off, buddy. Now, fortunately, because there is less episodes, there's going to be less spent. I mean, we did 700 videos for Psycho, so there is so many different things I got to cover. Now, mind you, the clips that we're going to show throughout this video, and where are my manners, guys? For those that are tuning into this channel that have never heard of me or whatever, I did a series on my main channel, McJuggernuggets, called My Virtual Escape, and that was my best creative work. If you want to find links, I'll put that in the description and at the end of this video. It wasn't like big destructions in this series. It was more of a legit production you might see on Netflix, so I did kind of set forth the budget. A lot of random things totaling up. The longest list of budgetary items was props. We needed so many different things, from airsoft guns to swords to hammers, wrenches, prosthetics. We needed blood, a lot of blood. I can't even say that word, so we're trying to keep it PG on here. We had costumes. We had the nun costume. We had just a crap ton of XP. These experience points, these rock candy crystals. We had pounds and pounds of these that we were loading into these little baggies that I also had to buy. And most important prop of all is the virtual reality helmet. We did not use one that existed. It's not like we're using PlayStation VR or the Oculus or anything. We actually custom made our own. So we had to buy helmets that Uncle Larry then would install toggle switches. We had to buy the switches, get those installed. We spray painted them. We kind of had our own stencil on there for the Eve title. So all of these props totaled up around $3,000. Next, we had set pieces to lock down. Isaac's bedroom, which we kind of made in the Devil Inside, but it was for the purpose of MVE. That was around $3,000 because we had to paint it. We had to get carpeting. We had all the posters and different little things like the lava lamp and his knife, all these things that helped make Isaac's character and like his world be built. We had to build a whole nother world. We had Abraham or Arachnid's Den. There was so much went down in there that I actually had to pay for that room to help fix it up after the series was over. I told Uncle Larry I'd do that. He actually ended up refusing and put the money in himself. However, you have to still count that as an expense because some of you guys watching might not be able to have that luxury, so it was still value being sucked out of the production, which is around $3,000. Fortunately, I still used a lot of family and friends in the production, similar to Psycho, so I wasn't spending much money there, and I was doing all the writing, acting, directing, editing of this full series, so that's the beauty of when you're everything, you get to save money. I was a one-man band. Like that's digital entrepreneur. Like you do everything. Now, if I had hired an editor, which a lot of YouTubers do, that would have been probably another like 36 grand salary. Also, if I didn't star in it, which it's hard when you're filming, directing, you're doing everything that you might want somebody else to star in your series when you're making something, but that's more money. So in a way, me wanting to do everything help save cash in the long run. One of the biggest expenses that Psycho did not have, that often gets overlooked, I almost forget about this in some capacity, was just the sheer amount of music. Every single episode just about in MVE had its own custom produced, custom written, everything. The songs were made for My Virtual Escape. We had 20 songs in total. We had songs that we even made for the series that never even seen the light of day. This cost around $15,000 to $20,000. And you guys would have no idea because these songs just play during the series. You don't even realize that they were custom made for it. You don't realize the money that goes in. It was just pretty much seemed natural. But we were like coming up to the release of the episode, just barely getting the song finished. We're back and forth with the producers. We even swapped producers midway through the series to where that cost extra money. So let's just say $20,000 in of itself just for music for the series. Then the absolute biggest expense of all, although I wasn't paying the cast, I did promise them in a contract that after the series ended, we would all go to Hawaii to celebrate. And so that was around like 15 people. It was an ensemble cast. I tried to get even more people to go. We had a cast, I think it was ended up being like 30 people, but it was only like maybe 15 of us. That's 11-hour flights for 15 people. On top of, we got a mansion on the beach to fit that many people. It's on the North Shore, Hawaii. This thing was so expensive. Beach access, mansion, 11-hour flights, that many people for 7 days cost a whopping $30,000. That is where the Psycho Kids money went, right there. That's where the bag of money. So that totaled all up equals $93,000 for the entire 24 episodes of My Virtual Escape. Right around 6 figures, right there, for just 8 months. You better hope that paid off, Jess. Did it work? It didn't. I don't think it did. One thing you guys have to understand, because this is the moment, right? This is where we find out, was it worth it? Second series was good. It was pre-Adpocalypse demonetization. I can do a whole video dedicated towards Adpocalypse demonetization because, it's great that you guys now understand CPMs and how the ad revenue works. So when you get a demonetized video, which means your video is not friendly, it's not family friendly or PG enough for all advertisers, you get a much lower CPM rate and don't even get that many ads. So you could be getting 10 to 20 cents per 1,000 views. Most of the My Virtual Escape episodes got demonetized, age restricted. So these episodes were getting around 250 to 300,000 views on YouTube. Now we are also premiering them on my platform Storyfire, which does have a higher CPM and you can be more creatively free. They were getting around 20 to 30,000 views. So let's just say 300,000 views in total on both platforms. Since most were demonetized, it's a much lower rate. And this is just for BS, for fake weapons, the blood. I mean, that's why I can't even show you some of the greatest clips in this episode, is because I'm trying to keep this video PG. And you can, we'll talk about it when I'm sitting on the chair, because I'll go off for a little bit. Arguably one of my best works. It is my best. It's my best creation, in my opinion. Put forth $93,000, and it made me a total of $10,000. Woo! Yes! Oh! Yeah, Jess. Now that is so much money. That's so good. But you spent $93,000, brother. So I lost $83,000 on my best series. All that money, all that hard work put in, and I actually lost $83,000. Now, in some cases, you could say that is money wasted towards a series. As far as the business, the Hollywood industry, they would label My Virtual Escape as a failure because it didn't make a return. It lost the studio's money. It lost me money. And it's interesting because it was such a smaller list of expenses. There was just the big trip in the end, the soundtrack, and the cameraman. The props and everything wasn't that much. If it was just the props and all that, there was no songs that used royalty-free music, I might have broke even on it. Or more importantly, if the platform didn't demonetize TV shows and creative works of art, maybe it would have made some money. Or at least it wouldn't have lost as much. But let's unpack that, how that happened, and so you guys don't have to make the same mistakes. I might need a tissue after this. Losing money hurts, my friends. If you'd like to see more content about how I've lost so many dollars over these years, maybe you guys are more interested in hearing about the failures just as much as the successes. Now, as I said, some may label MVE as a financial disaster. It was arguably one of my best work and something that I really was passionate about, and I feel like helped and changed a lot of lives, and it did. Especially all the cast. I mean, we all got matching tattoos to commemorate. It meant a lot to all of us, and that story is so powerful, and the soundtrack and everything that we did together. However, it's just a shame that YouTube's platform, the system, did not reward one of my best creative works. I want that to be one of the takeaways for this one. At the end of the Psycho series cost breakdown, I wanted to say that one of the best investments you can make is in your career and your passion. Instead of putting that money anywhere else, instead of investing in stocks or whatever, put it into yourself and whatever you're passionate about. Buy something that you want to explore. However, I guess in this situation, I can't say that because the thing that I wanted to invest in, although it did make me a better artist, a better creator, and did help motivate me to go on to keep building Storyfire, it just didn't work out the way I wanted it to. Believe it or not, I was going to sell My Virtual Escape to the company that bought the Psycho Family documentary. And if that had happened, it would have been a massive success financially. However, unfortunately with the platform, which is why I'm so just gung-ho on Storyfire. Guys, I encourage you to download the platform below. We're helping give creators a platform for artistic works, for things that they're passionate about, whereas YouTube is rewarding clickbait and the vlog format and kind of the lesser creative works. If you're going to get rewarded for less work, then why put in all this effort on this big creative production? You're going to cut corners, and you might do some more derogatory content, and you're just going to clickbait stuff just to get ahead. And we lose the right North Star. Instead of about innovating and trying to help people and do what's best, we're just trying to feed the low-hanging fruit and the lowest common denominator. And we're not moving the needle forward in any direction, but in my opinion, downward. And we're becoming more primitive in our content and our style. As far as the financial aspect goes, I don't like that I lost money, and to be honest, it has diminished my motivation to want to create larger productions. I had a blast filming MVE. There's no worse feeling than you putting so much effort in and not getting anything back, whether it be higher views or higher dollars. And I wasn't getting either for that series. So it definitely was unfortunate, especially when I and most people consider it to be my best work. For me, just opening up to you guys, if you're wondering where the next big series is, or where's the longer production, you just look at what happened with My Virtual Escape. That style didn't work on the YouTube, and it's hard to sustain. Whereas the vlog, it's easy to pop off. Even these are easy to pop off. We'll make more money and get more views. And the good thing is I'm passionate about helping you guys and talking about finance, so that's why this feels like a good fit. It just won't be until Storyfire is massively successful will I feel comfortable again pursuing a creative endeavor such as my virtual escape. So I hope you guys took away some things from this video. There could be things unlike the Sega series where you put money down and you lose. But as I used to tell a lot of friends that would come with me to the casino, some of my favorite nights are the nights where you lose. Because boy, oh boy, does it get you motivated to want to, no, I was going to say, want to do something to yourself. No, it makes you motivated to want to be better and focus on the works that are smarter, more strategic financially, and light you up more. And regardless if something is a bad financial investment or not, as long as you're investing in your passion, then you'll be successful. All right, guys, thanks for watching. Make sure you drop some love in the comments below. Help decide my fate, if you will, Isaac edition, on what next week's content should be about. Let me know what you want to hear about. It could be anything: finance, motivation, maybe some inner workings of Storyfire. I don't know. I'm gonna go to the bathroom. I gotta cry this out. It was a lot. I would kill to have that money just sitting right here, right now. But you can get $5,000 if you subscribe to the channel, drop some likes, y'all, and I'll see you again in the next one.